It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, squaring off with another team from the AAC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Reads it, fires complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Running behind that left side. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme.
It's still 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's going to run it. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Now he's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Hicks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Firing to the right, complete. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The Gators will hustle to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
He'll get rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Offense in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in this.
Just plowing down the field. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On second down, wants to throw. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guys. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Moffitt. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good bad.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a connection. Turns it on at midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's a 20. He's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Moffitt. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Gators!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 27 to Colorado State. Developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They've got the screen set up. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Floats it out in space. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback there.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see a motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. On the option. Now the toss. Oh, the sweet feet. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Calls his own number. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball downfield, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Moffitt. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Perkins. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd down play from the gun. Pressure coming. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators in the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go.
Going up top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
when you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Perkins. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the right. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's first and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He looks that one in nicely. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19. Set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking off. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Now on first down from the 30. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. Trucks through the defender. At midfield, he's got room. running toward the tape. Past the 10. Touchdown ball! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 20 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going up top here late in the game. A full dive to haul that one in. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the grab, quarterback just missed him a little bit. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Perkins. Breaks the tackle.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense has it there going the other way.
As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the fourth quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He's got his man. Open runway ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Vols enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down after the run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air, it's Moffitt. He's taking a deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they're going to have to go Hail Mary here to pull this game out. And at this part of the field, I don't know if the quarterback has the arm strength to get the ball into the end zone. So someone is going to have to advance it into the end zone themselves for them to win.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it to the back, fighting off the defender. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for